snowing.
Yes, or hailing or something.
It's doing something, and it's cold.
It's really cold. We are in Jasper. We are on the main street. And you see the snowy mountains. Well, you can't really because of all the...
That's where the Rocky Mountain Tier comes in.
Oh, yeah. So we are just walking down the main street. Gift shops. It's really... Snowing, sleeting. My dad's freezing. Say hello, Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Yeah, there's not much to Jasper. This is basically a bunch of shops
snow
on one side of the road and the trains on the other side. You can't see the mountains. So I think we are going to go back to the hotel room and chill. So we're heading back to the hotel because it's really snowing now. Hello. So, as you will have seen, today in Jasper, it's very snowy. We had breakfast at Smitty's in the town, and then we started to do a little bit of shopping. My dad loves souvenir shopping. So we went into a couple of souvenir shops, and the only thing was, when we came out, it was like freezing rain at the beginning. And then, so we managed to go into the next shop over, and then it got really, really bad. So it was snowing quite a lot, big snowflakes. So we decided to come back to the hotel. So I'm knitting, working on the lovely Leo's sweater, and I've got a nice cup of tea. In one of the stores, the gift shops, they had this tea, and it was a maple tea. Oh, I've never had maple tea, so of course I had to buy it. And I'm drinking it black because it is a black tea, but I wasn't sure if it would be nicer with no milk to just get the real true taste of the maple. And oh, it smells so good. It smells like toffee. Or maple syrup, you know, caramelly. Oh, it's lovely, lovely. So I'm having that and doing my knitting. And I think we're just gonna stick around most of the afternoon in the hotel because there's not much else we can do when the weather's this bad. We might go up, my brother was looking into a gondola ride up a mountain here. But it just depends on the weather. We weren't expecting it to be quite this bad. And yeah. So now we're just gonna chill out this afternoon and see what happens later. So yeah, I don't have much to tell you other than that. I'm really enjoying this sweater. This is the Wanderer by Tobyknits. And it is really nice to work on. there is cable involved, which I like. I like a cable. So yeah, this is for my lovely Leo. And we will I'm doing it without the pattern because you're leaning currently, the tripod is currently leaning on the pattern book, which is in my iPad. So I hope I've done this right. Because when you're doing two cables, a left and a right twist, some of them you knit first and then some of them you cable first. So I think this is the right way. Yes, I've done that the right way. So, but it's nice to knit on. I only bought this one project with me because I didn't want to have too much stuff in my bag. It already appears we will have to buy another suitcase to go home because we've bought rather a lot of stuff already. T-shirts and sweatshirts and things for the kids. So very good chance we're going to have to buy another suitcase. All right, well, I'm going to carry on doing this. What are we watching on the telly, Bob? Hello? You wee Mr. Shifter. I am talking to you.
Sorry, what?
What are we watching on the telly?
I'm watching stuff on my phone.
Oh, all right.
It was 48 hours.
It was 48 hours? Okay. I like those type of things. Okay, well, I'm going to go and carry on knitting, and I will come back later if anything exciting happens. But it's hard work with a cable needle. Oh, I guess I can't talk to you when it's in my mouth, can I? Duh. So, yes, I will chat with you all later and tell you if there's anything exciting happening. 2, 3, 6. Why does that look like that's too many? 3, 3. That looks too many. I have to think back. I appear to have too many. Yes, that's why I had a loop there. That shouldn't be there. Okay, fixed it. That's much better. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Well, what a difference.
6 hours?
Has it been 6 hours?
No.
No.
You will arrive at your destination at 15:46.
4 hours ago, it was really snowy. And now, look how sunny it is. Crazy. We're just going for a cup of coffee and a cup of tea at Timmy's. So we took a drive just out town a little bit, and look at this. And I'm not kidding you, you can still smell the burn. You can literally still smell it's burned. Isn't that sad? So just to get perspective, there's one side of the road, houses. Here's the middle of the next block, nothing, because that was houses. And then over back here, more houses. I mean, look. That was people's houses there. Everywhere you hear chainsaws, construction vans everywhere. We just drove past another area that used to be a hotel. Like, it's crazy. outside. Oh, look at that. That must have been, I don't know what that place would have been, but
Jeez.
it's crazy. I didn't even think it had come into Jasper itself, but obviously it did. God, that must have been terrifying. I gotta find some video or something of what it was like.
Wow.
So back in the room now. It is 8:10 in the evening. We had a lovely rest this afternoon, got lots of knitting done, and then Bob and I went for a Timmy's in the village, and that was fun. I had a Canadian maple donut too. You have to do it, you have to do it. And then we went from there for a little drive around and got right up close to some of the burnt trees. Honestly, it was so sad. And then on the way back into the little village of Jasper, or town, whatever it is, you could see where some of the houses had, because I thought it had been, it had escaped everything. I thought it was just the outskirts. But I also then, when we got back to the room, I looked it up on YouTube, because it was 9 months ago. You think it was longer than that, but it was 9 months ago. And I'm going to leave the link below to the two that I watched, because they were super interesting, where, you know, it was getting announced on the TV about the fires and the coverage that it was getting, and all the people lined up, like they evacuated the whole town of Jasper. Apparently 40 people stayed behind, but other than that, the whole town was evacuated, and there's only one road in and out of Jasper. So can you imagine the queues for the cars? Oh! Anyway, I just can't imagine how horrifying it must have been. I really can't. So yeah, and then after that, we came back and picked my dad and my brother up, and we went out for dinner. We went to Montana's. It was really nice. Oh, I had buttermilk chicken. Have you ever had that? It was the most tender chicken I've ever had, and the breadcrumby stuff that was on top of it was just gorgeous, and then the gravy on top of that, and of course mashed potato as well. Ugh. It was really, really good. What did you have, Bob?
Tonight?
Yeah.
A burger.
Oh, Bob had a burger, yeah. So yeah, so now we're back in the room, and we're gonna watch some more hockey, and I am going to work on this. That's what I got done last night, just this little bit here. I got the grass and the start of the two trees, the start of the birdhouse, and I don't know if that's a chipmunk or a squirrel. I feel like it's going to be a squirrel, because we did get a squirrel needle minder. So I feel like that's going to be a squirrel. So yeah, I'm going to work some more on this. And yeah, I've got, I think, 2 more nights to work on this before I move over to Peter Rabbit. Oh, well, Timmy Tiptoes, whatever she is, he is. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do tonight. Tomorrow, we haven't really decided what to do. So I'm not sure what to tell you about tomorrow. We were thinking of going up to Malign Lake to check that out. It's a very well-known, picturesque lake, but I think everything that's there, like gifty shops and tourist booths, I think they might all be closed, because the season really doesn't get started till the 17th of May, and we're only the 8th of May, so I don't know what's going to be there. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed coming along for the snowy ride, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Say bye, Bob.
Bye, Bob.